Enjoy this short segment where I unveil a trio of matchups that I think we can take advantage of. There are several juicy head-to-heads to choose from this week in New Orleans, although a few stood out among the selection. Let's get right to it. Billy Horschel and Scott Piercy teamed up to win the 2018 Zurich Classic, so I understand the bookies having the duo as a slight favorite against JB and Bubba. When you consider that Billy has been steady throughout 2019 and Scott is fresh off a third-place finish at Harbour Town, it seems to make sense on paper. But can we really trust Piercy during Friday and Sunday's alternate shot portion? I mentioned the former Aztec put on a good showing at the RBC Heritage last weekend, but I failed to reveal that he was coming off 3 miserable performances. Perhaps Piercy finally turned the tide and will play some good golf, but I sense that his shortcomings on and around the green could come back to haunt this pair in the Big Easy. Both Billy and Scott tend to wear their emotions on their sleeves, and I sense some frustration mounting if and when things don't go their way. On the flip side, JB and Bubba are here to have fun and give the fans of New Orleans plenty to cheer about. Getting into contention would just be the cherry on top. With 4 par 5s and a drivable par 4 on the card, look for this twosome to use their length to their advantage. We know that Holmes and Watson make a great pair. Will Ferrell and John C. Riley already proved that last Christmas. But this Holmes and Watson duo happen to go together like 2 peas in a pod, as evidenced by their top 5 showing at the 2017 Zurich Classic. Shane Lowry flashed some good play when he tied for 3rd last week in Hilton Head. The 32-year-old good-natured chap might be able to carry his fellow Northern Irishman on his back on Thursday and Saturday, but things could get messy during alternate shot. I'd love to tell you that Patrick Harrington has played some tremendous golf as of late, but I feel obligated to tell you the facts. And the truth is, the 2019 Zurich Classic will mark just the 3rd time Patty has placed himself in a competitive environment since last November. After finishing 30th at the Maybank Championship in March, Harrington MDF'd at the Valero Texas Open 3 weeks ago. Don't get confused into thinking this is the same dude who won 3 major championships during a 13-month span. That was ages ago. Now getting ready to celebrate his 48th birthday this summer, Harrington has recorded just 2 top 10s on the PGA Tour since 2014, one of which came in an event that had just 32 men in the field. The bottom line is it's hard for me to get on board this European contingent maintaining consistency over this course of 72 holes. Now let's flip the coin. When I look at International President's Team Cup hopefuls Joaquin Neimann and Dylan Frittelli, I see a couple of really talented golfers who should really benefit from the team format this week. Neither man's recent game logs suggest anything special is on the horizon, but having a friend to lean on should thrust these two into flourishing on their own. Case in point, fading a team with Patty Harrington and getting plus 110 on my money in the process? Count me in. Brooks has thrown his younger brother a bone for the 2nd time at this event. The Koepka brothers finished 5th at the 2017 Zurich Classic and are back together for the 2019 edition. I'm pretty sure watching Mark Ternesa attempt to get it around last year in New Orleans was all Brooksy needed to see in order to dial up Chase and ask him to be his partner once again. I imagine the general public will be all over the Koepkas, as little is known about Ian Poulter's mate this week, Sam Horsfield. Well, allow me to quickly fill you in. Horsfield took some heat on the European Tour for his deliberate routine and slow play late in 2018, but I'm confident he has spent the last few months getting his mind sorted out. As good as his fellow countryman Ian Poulter is playing right now, Sam should feel a lot less pressure than when playing individually. Poulter may not have a victory on his 2019 resume, but his dependability speaks for itself. I like the thought of Ian taking Sam under his wing this week, and I'm fully expecting the pair to play some inspired golf. Plus, it's awful hard to turn a profit when you're laying 130 all the time. What you ought to do is try and spot some favorable matchups where you don't have to lay any juice. Even better, find one where the odds makers will lay it for you. I know you are looking forward to the Zurich Classic getting underway, and I hope you were able to get excited about these matchups. All that's left to do is to head over to BetOnline AG and start firing away.